Welcome back. Emma Loftus here, your beauty guide. And I've got my face all prepped and ready for foundations. We're going to show off one more way of applying a foundation. So I've got it moisturized and everything. I'm going to add the first base primer. If you don't have it, you can skip that step, but if you do have any other kind of primer, just make sure it's a water-based primer. Let that dry. This time, what we're going to do, there are 4 videos in the series, so go ahead and catch the other 3 as well. This time around, we're going to use the actual foundation brush. It's this little flat, kind of large, flat brush, and I'll show you how to apply with that for something different. I don't use this one very often, but if you needed to, and that's what you have on hand, you can do that. So, I've got my foundation here. I'm using Olive One. I've got my little scraper tool because I'm going to scrape a little bit out. And I'm just going to apply it to the back of my hand to let it warm up. Hold off prior. Hang on one second. Apply it to my hand. Just like that. And if you get samples from me, this is also another way, this is what I would recommend. You can always take it here, warm it up on your hand this way. You can see it doesn't move very much yet. It's kind of sticky. You can see it there. I just kind of do little circles with it. Apologize, my nail, it needs to be done. I got a broken nail. Now, as you can see, it's kind of smoothing out there. My finger rolls over it a lot easier. So it's warming up to my skin because it is a wax cream based foundation. It's nice because it stays on top of your skin. It's not soaking into your skin. So I'm going to take it once again on my finger and I'm just going to smudge it on. And the only difference I did here as opposed to video 3, I did not add Must Do to this. I did just foundation. That is the one difference, one big difference. Was I did just foundation, no Must Do. So all I'm doing is I'm just warming it up ahead of time of putting it on. So got it off my finger, most of it off my hand. As you can see, it kind of blends right in. That's a good thing. It's supposed to blend right in. So now we're going to take our brush, the foundation brush, and I just kind of move it. I kind of do it similar to how I'm doing the buffer brush. But like I said, if this is a brush you have at home and you don't have anything else and you're trying to, get started with it, I just want you to be able to see you can do it with this. I was pleasantly surprised. You can see my redness going away, which I have more redness because I've been cleaning my face a lot more right now, rubbing on it. But I'm using just Skin Therapist to moisturize between applications. I love the Skin Therapist. It is the bomb, especially with it dry and cold. I do like this one for getting under my eyes, that's for sure. It does get underneath there nice. So I just kind of swoop it back and forth. And with foundation, I always it take as long as I need to get it blended nicely. So if it takes me a minute longer, that's fine. I did used to be way slower at this than I am right now. Talking in my videos, it's probably taking me, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute longer than normal. So, maybe 4 minutes to apply my stuff. It's not real long, but I'm willing to give it that little extra time to make sure I get it on perfect. Because of what's the point of having the best foundation if you don't get it perfect? This brush takes me a little longer than some. I'd probably say, I think my Blunderful is the fastest. I really do love the Blunderful. If you haven't met the Blunderful yet, yellow guy. They do come in their own little home. You've got this cute little mesh carrying case. So, back to foundation. So there is with the foundation brush. No extra oil added. I did just foundation by itself here. You can see, it still looks the same as the other one, so it's working. While I got this one on, we'll go ahead and throw a quick set so you can see that as well. I do have a little triple here. It's got the pressed powder, blush number 6, which is the highlighter, and the bronzer. You can mix and match anything in here. You could easily get bronzer and this and put just any kind of blush in here. So your choice on what you want to get in that. I just take the large all over powder brush and just get some product on it. Gonna knock a little bit off, and then I just pounce it into the skin. I really do focus on the T-zone area because that is where typically the oil is throughout the day, but I do get it all over. And I just press it into the skin. And then when I kind of get further out, I kind of buff it. Go back over it and just buff it in. Make sure you get down the neck. And this is a no color powder. It is a translucent. And so anybody can use this powder. There's that. Then I would take my 10 years younger finishing spray. Between these two, my makeup goes nowhere. Through blowing my nose, being on the phone, doesn't go anywhere. I get done at the end of the day, I still have a full face of makeup. I feel like I kind of sprayed everywhere but my face for a second there. So I just spray it on just like I did the primer. Let it dry. And what I'm going to do is go back through and do one more round of the same thing I just did of the powder and the finishing spray. So you just take your powder, press it in. This kind of just finishes and sets it and leaves it looking gorgeous and clean. Ta-da! Take my spritz again. I am good to go. I could easily add my powders and things like that. You can do those beforehand. This is just the routine I've gotten into to make sure I set everything. I don't want to forget. But you can do it in any order. It's makeup. There's no rules. But this is the routine that I follow myself, and I've had great results with it. So at this point now, I would add blush and eyeshadow and liners and mascara, all that stuff. So I really appreciate you taking a moment to watch. If you've got questions, if you'd like to learn more, if you want to get a sample, I would love to help you get color matched and try this foundation. I seriously think you will just fall in love. I'm sure I'll be back on with other videos, so I look forward to sharing with you again. Thanks for watching. Bye.